Trading is one of the most important aspects of Realm of the Mad God. Whether you're haggling on US West 3 or hoping for a PM from a Realm I listing, swapping items with other players is integral to Realm of the Mad God. Although Deca has tried to downplay this aspect of the game for years, soulbounding almost every new item they've implemented,
this is worthless.
It still remains an incredibly important aspect of the game. And yet, a group of players still make it their mission to exploit this trading system to take advantage of other users. A process called scamming. A concept that needs almost no introductions, scamming involves taking advantage of other players for a better deal within a trade, or stealing their items altogether. It's been a part of Realm of the Mad God since trading began, but what are some methods people use for scamming? Who have been the biggest Realm scammers? And where are they now? But first, a big question I'm sure some of you guys have is scamming against the terms of service? Well, let's see. I guess not. Hold it! Toaster said it's a form of griefing and may be treated as such. So that's your answer. Technically yes, but it would probably take a lot to get banned from it. Scamming has always been around in Realm of the Mad God, so let's take a look at the various ways to acquire Dala in Rotmeg. Deselecting an item during a trade and getting away with it is truly an art form. It's a lot easier with a trade for a lot of different items, as you can deselect right when the other person selects something, making it harder to notice. Of course, how could you not notice an item being deselected? Well, this is why it's an art form. Whether you're perfectly timing it or distracting the other player through chat messages, this scam is a real classic. The next methods I'm going to introduce revolve around keys. Since keys are a soulbound item, you rely on the honesty of the key opener. Probably the easiest way to scam someone is to promise to open a dungeon and not. This is even possible with a wine cellar incantation, making it a free and easy scamming method for people. Whether you're posting on the Realm I trading site or simply asking for donations to open in a Realm or Oryx's chamber, it's an easy way to get rich quick, and piss a lot of people off. Deca recently added the ability to kick people in a dungeon you open in an attempt to stop crashers and trolls. However, this comes with the added side effect of being able to scam people who paid you to open the key. First you reap the rewards of the trade, and then kick everyone from the dungeon, leaving all the loot to yourself. Of course, this scam goes both ways. After all, people selling keys can be just as easily scammed, too. Promise to pay inside and get yourself a free dungeon.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Tier 12 Light Armor.
Actually, that was a Tier 3 light armor. Almost fooled you, right? Well, maybe not, but scamming with lookalike items is really simple to understand. Trick people looking for a quick trade by using items that look similar. For example, these light armors, or Exalted and Paramount rings. Apparently, back in the day, there were people that would confuse whizpots for life, but I doubt it. Nowadays, with user interface changes to show tiers, this is pretty much impossible to pull off. That being said, this technique is one for the history books. Now, the scam actually goes a lot further, with a little technique I like to call We're getting a little more advanced here with swapping items from the backpack. Think of this as a follow-up to the previous method. Essentially, start up a trade with the real item and come up with an excuse to restart it. But in between the trades, swap the valuable item for a lookalike. Rotmeg Troller demonstrates that here by swapping an Exalted ring for a Paramount one, and getting away with it. This one's a bit more difficult to pull off, especially with additions to the game like showing weapon tiers, but it's an absolute classic in the scammer arsenal.
3 wishes.
Make it 5.
4.
3. Take it or leave it.
To be completely blunt, you have to be an absolute moron to fall for the auction scam. In this method, the scammer is promising to host an auction for a rare item like a skin or ST. He takes items from dumb players and makes off with a ton of free loot, without giving away the auctioned item in question. This one's real simple but entertaining. The manipulation scam requires 2 different accounts and a semi-rare item to sell. The setup requires 2 different accounts. Let's call them players red and green. Player red is selling an item that's hard to find, such as a magic mushroom or transformation potion, and player green is buying that item for more. The goal here is to con someone into thinking they can make a quick profit by buying the item from red and selling it to green. The catch is that player green is in on the scheme and isn't actually buying, essentially a quick profit from a generally worthless item. Some items in Realm of the Mad God are pretty valuable, and end up taking multiple trade windows to complete the deal. For this one, simply just not deliver on your end of the deal. Whether you're not giving someone the rare item on the second half of the trade or never paying the fully agreed upon amount, this scamming method is a real classic. The forbidden technique, the quick deselect. Usable only by those with a hacked client, this method relies on some different factors to be successful. But first, let's explain things just a little. Hacked clients on Flash Realm of the Mad God allow users to nullify the trade delay, turning what would normally be a few seconds of waiting into none. You can use this to quickly deselect an item and press accept. But non-hacking players have to wait some time before being able to accept as well. This essentially means it's like deselect scams, which we've covered already, but with a little twist. However, and more importantly, a whole new dimension of scamming opens up when both players have a hacked client. If you can catch someone else using a hacked client by quickly deselecting something and both players pressing accept without trade delay, a lightning fast scam can take place. Hacked clients in the past had a ton of other methods that would help scammers as well. They could view the inventories of any player without a trade. Back in the day, you could stand in the trading server and get trade requests from random people without typing anything in chat, because they were using hacked clients and scanning your inventory for valuable things like life pots. For those who have been in the Realm community for some time, you probably know where quite a few of these methods come from. Rotmeg Troller. The face of all things degenerate in Realm, Rotmeg Troller showed me and many others how to get easy money back in the day. After his storied YouTube history, Rotmeg Troller moved on to greater pastures, and left us with his final gift, Oryx Jackpot. Oryx Jackpot is a site set up to allow Realm players to gamble their hard-earned items and duel other players. While not scamming per se, it's gambling made by a scammer, which is close enough. I spoke to Rotmeg Troller about his website to get the lowdown. Oryx Jackpot was released back on December 25th of 2017, despite earlier in the year Deca saying gambling and such is a bannable offense. This was more so in reference to gambling streams people would set up, where the dealer would accept items from various players and act like an intermediary. Rotmeg Troller dabbled in this too with his KK Casino, which ran off of Twitch. We've come a long way from those days. Oryx Jackpot is a lot more sophisticated and doesn't rely on streamers working as intermediaries. Nowadays, the site is the face of Realm gambling, where in the past, there was none. So, how does it work? After depositing your items onto a meal the website gives you, you can gamble with what you've deposited. Oryx Jackpot has 3 different ways for players to gamble their virtual goods: Jackpot Mode, Break the Chest, and 1v1s. Jackpot can be for huge wagers, while Break the Chest has a very low cap and is used for lower wagers. I don't think I need to explain what a 1v1 is. I'm sure you're curious if the site is legit, and the answer is... yeah, it's legit. Items you win can be withdrawn from their mule system, but actually the site is a scam and bull. Despite all of the action Deca has taken recently, such as soulbounding many different items, Oryx Jackpot continues to be profitable, largely because sought-after items such as Deca's continue to be tradable. According to Rotmeg Troller, Deca has, surprisingly, never tried to take action against the website. The final thing I asked Rotmeg Troller is if we'll ever see his return on YouTube. His answer? Maybe. But don't count on it. So that's a small explanation of Realm of the Mad God scamming. and a brief introduction to Rotmeg Troller's gambling service as well. This video would not have been possible without help from Rotmeg Troller, who served as a consultant to this project. Because of this collaboration, he gave me a code for some free items on his website, Oryx Jackpot, which I've left in the comments down below. However, please note that gambling is against the Realm of the Mad God terms of service. Please take care if you decide to use this website. Additionally, please take care if you decide to use some of the scamming methods you saw in this video. While incredibly rare, people have been known to be banned because of scamming. I'd also like to thank everybody for 1,000 subscribers. Whether you like my Realm of the Mad God or other content, I'm overjoyed to see 1,000 people subscribe to this account. I'd like to thank each and every single one of you. I'd also like to thank my friends Sean and Connor, who helped me with my thumbnails and script writing respectively. Without your guys' help, I would have never gotten this far. Thank you.